I hope I did it right. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Is that better? Is that better? Can y'all hear me? Hey, Abby. Y'all can hear me? Y'all getting ready to say, you know what? You know he's already getting ready to get hyped up. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all wonder. Hey, Marilyn and Amanda and Shay Shay. Shay Shay, did you go to work? Don't lie. Hey, Kawanda and Patricia and Paula and Donzel and Love Altman and Gina. It's Valentine's Day. Hey, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me let y'all say hi to your sponsor. You want to say hi to the people? Do you want to say hi to the people? You want them to see you have a treat? Okay. Let me let y'all say hi to your sponsor, and then we're going to get started because we got a lot to talk about. Milo, we have a lot to talk about. It's going to be super, super a lot to talk about. We want to talk about a super, super a lot of stuff. And they want to talk to you. That's why you got your legs folded back? Okay, cool. I like when you have your legs folded back like that. You're looking really, really cute. You're looking really, really cute. Hey, y'all gotta say hi to Milo so he can say hi to the people. You wanna say hi to the people? Okay. Come on, say hi to the people. Come on. Don't get up here acting like you don't want to say hi either, because you do. You've been wanting to say hi all day. Say hi to the people. Hey, right there, say hi to the people. That's all you care about? Look, when you say hi to the people, he's the people. That's all you care about. That's all you care about is yourself. Now say hi to the people. You say hi to the people, Milo. You gotta be nice and say hi to the people. One of those people is going to give you a girlfriend. Hey, Sharon Davenport, get down. You can have another one later. Y'all, I can't even do my job. Oh my gosh, this is workplace harassment. This is workplace harassment. Where's HR? Because I'm reporting this. All right, so hopefully y'all had a chance to see the goal and you have downloaded this document that is linked below the video. Now mine is filled in, yours is not, but you can fill yours in as we go. Get down. This document is linked below the video. So go ahead and download yours if you haven't already. HR, we need HR. I wonder who is my HR. Thank you. Thank you, Kawanda. This is my new template. Says loved, John 3:16. Thank you. Michelle says she has a girlfriend for you. Her name is Baby Doll. Tell her we need pictures and they need to be current. Don't be sending us no 15-year-old pictures. We need current photos. We don't want to see Baby Doll when she was a newborn. We need to see current Baby Doll. Okay, so that's what we need. All right, so y'all got the document that looks like this. Mine is filled in, yours is not, but you can fill it in as you go. You know how people get on those on social media, your pictures, you look a lot different from your picture. You don't look like your profile. I almost didn't recognize you. I thought you were your grandfather. So no, we need current pictures of baby doll before we can approve. Printed. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to tell y'all everything. I'm going to share what real deal Holyfield. I'm going to tell you my honest opinions. I have a lot of heat presses. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot, because technically mug presses and tumbler presses are considered as heat presses, but we're not talking about those tonight. We're actually just talking about like actual presses. Thank you so much, Amanda. All right, we're actually talking about heat presses. So let me see if I can bring the table in without causing a commotion. Let's see. See that? We're going to be talking about those heat presses right there. Let me make this a little bit bigger. We're going to be talking about these 5. And we're also going to be talking about the ones you see behind me, plus this big one that's right here on my table. We're going to be talking about 9 different heat presses. And I'm going to give you my honest opinions about them, okay? You did, Tara? Good. Okay, so let me tell you my first piece of advice. And I think that if I had known this advice before I started crafting, before I even got into, owning a Cricut and knowing that I needed to use heat transfer vinyl to put on a shirt, if I had known this first, I wouldn't have 9 heat presses. Okay, because nobody needs 9 heat presses. Nobody. I don't care what business you have. I don't care what you do, as a side hustle or even for a living. I do this for a living, and I promise you, I don't need 9 heat presses, okay? But my first piece of advice, and you might want to write this down if you have the document already, is buy the biggest heat press you can afford. Buy the biggest one you can afford. So whatever your budget is, if your budget is $300, if you can find one for $300, and whatever size it is for $300, get that one. Get a big one. Because if I had a big one, like if I already had, like that one right there, back there is a 15 by 15. If I already had that one first, I wouldn't have the Cricut Easy Press. I wouldn't have the StarCraft 8-in-1. I wouldn't have any of these other ones. I wouldn't have any of the other ones. I only have this one because it's bigger than that one. And this was not in my budget when I first started, okay? I just want to say that. So my first piece of advice is buy the biggest one you can afford. But the first question on here, on this sheet is, what is your budget? Like realistically and logically, what is your budget? And when I say what is your budget, you have to take into consideration your family's needs, the bills you have, the responsibilities you have. If it's going to put your family in a bind to purchase a heat press right now, then you don't have a budget for a heat press. Okay, so that means don't buy a small one. The budget is zero. If it's going to put you in a bind in any way, you don't have a budget. Right now it's at zero. You might be saving towards it, but right now the budget is no budget. Okay. Hey, Angel B. So that's my first thing. That's my first question. And be honest with yourself. Be realistic with yourself. One thing I see a lot of, and I'm telling you because I have a Facebook group. And so you have to know that I see a lot of people. I see a lot of interactions. Not only do I have a Facebook group, but I'm in other Facebook groups. And a lot of times people will shop to keep up with other people, or they will shop to keep up with what's popular in the group. And they do that to the detriment of their family's budget, to other things that they need to really be taken care of, to, other responsibilities that they have. And then when it's time to pay those bills, they don't have it because, you're trying to keep up with what other people have. So I would definitely say be cautious about that. I feel like I'm speaking to an audience of adults, and I think sometimes we veer away from having real conversations because we want to just say what people want to hear, but that's not really my platform, right? I'm not into, like, I'm just going to tell you what you want to hear, so you stay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's not, that doesn't help you. And that's not who I am. I wouldn't even be true to myself if I told you to do that. Okay. Hey, Victoria's Creations. Brenda! Okay. The sheet is linked below the video. Hello, Miss Joy. You don't have to say it a million times. Somebody say hey to you. See that? And Baya said hey to you. Okay. So number one, think about what your budget is, and what your budget is might not match somebody else's budget. So you want to shop within your means. You don't need to keep up with anybody. Okay, so that's the first thing you write down. The second thing you write down is how much space do you have? Because all heat presses are not created equal in terms of space. You might have a 15 by 15 that is a clamshell like that, or you might have a 15 by 15 that is a swing away like this one that I'm getting ready to show you. But you have to know how much space you're going to have if you plan on keeping it out. Like if you plan on just having it on a stationary place like that, or having it on a designated table like that, do you have the space for that? Okay, so kind of measure it out. Like, do you have enough space for a 15 by 15? Do you have enough space for a 16 by 20? This heat press right here, let me just say, we're not on this one yet, but I'm going to tell you, when you start to get a bigger heat press, bigger heat presses not only take up more space, they're heavy. So you need something sturdy to keep it in place. So as you can see, this heat press is on a table all by itself. Nothing else is on this table except the container that's under there. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So let me show you where all the links are. Y'all, what that lady say? I'm gonna need y'all to put some respect on my name with these links. Listen. I put the links under the video because I want you to be able to have them. Like, I want y'all to be able to have the links. So I put them there. I don't have a team. I don't have a crew. I don't have it's me. It's Delonda. Like, it's me again, Delonda. Like, it's me again, Delonda. Like, I put the links there. So let me show you where the links are, so you'll be able to get to everything you need. The link to this document and everything that I'm going to talk about tonight is under the video, and I put it there. Okay, so because I want y'all to have it. All right, let me show you how to get to the links. We're gonna get to the links. We're gonna get to the links. We're going to get to the links. All right, let me share this screen right quick. And we're gonna see what we see. All right, let me dismiss that and let me just skip that. So you see that? See this right here? See this? See this? This is us right now. This is us. This is us right here, right? This is us in real time, right? So there's like Making with Marilyn, and she's telling Mama Vi, that her, happy birthday. And there's Miss Victoria. She just came in. So this is us. This is real time. But if you look below the video, like down here, it says there are 196 people watching. And then if you click right here on more, see right here where it says more, see this? See where I'm hovering with my mouse on more? See that? More. Right here. Click on more. And it's like that for every content creator's video. Sometimes you can't see the links, but you have to click on more. Sometimes it'll say see more or more. Click on the more. And there's the link. to get the document that I just referenced. And then here's the Easy Press, there's the HTV Ront, there's the clamshell, there's the Waller Press. These 9 are the heat presses that we're talking about right here. You'll see that there's one I didn't provide a link to, and there's a reason for that. Right here, this is one that I recommend. Here are other important items like Teflon sheets and the top platen cover and the bottom platen cover and the Cricut Easy Press mat and pressing pillows. Like everything you need to know is down here below the video. Like even all the links to my social. So like if you want to visit my Etsy shop or Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest or Creative Fabrica or TikTok or even Twitter, which I need to update because it's called X. Okay, so everything you need is always below the video. Okay, all right, and we can close that out because we don't need to see that right now. All right, so y'all good? Yes, Sharon Davenport, I agree with that. Okay, so first question is, what is your budget? And only you can answer that. And your budget is not dependent on what is popular or what other people have, because you don't need to be worried about what they have, right? You're living your life, right? Your budget is dependent on your income and your family's needs. How much space do you have? And I mean, literally measure it out. Like take a measuring tape or a big ruler or yardstick and measure it out. How much space do you have? Are you going to get like a swing away? And do you have enough space to actually swing it away? Because that is going to take up space. And then what will you use it for most of the time? I think that's something that people don't really think about. Like, what am I going to be using my heat press for most of the time? And am I going to be using it just as a general hobbyist? Like, are you a hobby crafter? Do you make things with, your heat press to give as gifts for friends? Do you have a small business? Do you plan to start a small business? Really think about that, okay? Okay, so think about that. You want to see the pic. Oh, okay. We need to see, Michelle. We need to see if they're. Is it a current picture, Michelle? Don't be sending us old pictures of baby doll now. All right. So when y'all are thinking about this, what are y'all using your heat press for most of the time? Most of you do you have a business? Are you starting a small business? Are you a hobby crafter? Like, what are y'all using your heat press for most of the time? Shirts, okay. Gifts, hobbies, okay. Small business, shirts, tumblers, okay. Okay, so in thinking about that, let me tell you a lot of this, I'm wearing the wrong shirt. Like this should say, in my opinion, because I'm about to give you my opinion. In my opinion, most of the time when I'm making a shirt, even if it's just for myself or if I'm making it for someone else, I don't know about your circle of friends, but my friends start at medium and then they go up. I'm just telling you. I don't really have any friends who wear small. Let me think. Friends who wear a small. I can't think of any. I can't think of any. And I'm including myself, right? I don't even wear a small. So most of my friends are medium and up. And there is a rare occasion where I might make a shirt or something small for like a kid, but it's rare. It doesn't happen a lot. Oh, something happening. Milo, do you hear the sirens? Is it because baby dog gave us an old picture so we have sirens? That's why. Okay? I'm just telling you, right? So if you think about that, with a medium, most of the time when I'm making a medium design, that design is going to start at about 10 and a half. It may start at 10 depending on what the design is, but for the most part, I'm going to start like at about 10 to 10 and a half on a medium shirt. Most of the time I'm using my heat presses for shirts. So if I have something small, a small press, that's going to make me have to press and move, press and move, press and move, right? And you don't want to have to do that, right? Because especially if it's like sublimation or if it's, you know, a DTF, you don't want to have to do that. You want to be able to press it one time and be good with it. So having anything smaller than a 10 is not really ideal. That's why I always say 15 by 15 is ideal. That's my logic. So if you ever wonder why you say 15 by 15, because that's just what's ideal to me. Okay. So let's look at these first two first. Okay. Yes. Yes, Christy, that's right. So I'm gonna bring them over there so we can look at them. Now I would show y'all a household iron, but we don't have one. I think if you were here with me before, I said we don't own one. We had one, but my girls took it when they went away to college. So the first ones that we're going to talk about, and I have them on my first sheet. I'm going to show them to. I'll show it to you so you can see it. See that? I have the Cricut Mini Press, and it's $39.99, and I have the HTV Ront Mini Press, and that one is $31.99. In all actuality, these are the same. They're not very different. I had this one before I had the Cricut Mini Press, and I honestly and truly bought this one because I thought it had a timer. But if you look at these, they're not very different. This one is cheaper. It comes with a bag. It comes with a base. They go up to the same temperature. They both have 3 temperature settings. They both have an auto shut off. They both heat up fast. They both cool down fast. They both beep when they're ready. They are very, very much the same, except this one costs about $10 more. And I would say because of the name, but they work very much the same. Okay. Now, what I will say about these is that you can use these for sublimation, but you are going to run a risk of ghosting because you're going to have to press and move, press and move, press and move. Neither one of these have a timer. So if you are going through like sublimation, you're going to have to like set the timer on your phone. So whenever I'm using these, that's what I do. Okay. So these are the first two. Both of these are better than having an iron. They're better than using an iron. Okay. You say it looks bigger. They about the same. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. I ain't even look at that. It is bigger. And they made a new one. This one comes in red now. Look at that. I didn't even notice that, y'all. Okay. All right. So if you right now you don't have a heat press at all, like you have nothing, you know, you have your household iron and you just can't wait until the day when you're going to have a heat press. Personal opinion, either save the money until you can get the one you want, or start here. Okay, that's my advice on that. All right, let's move on to the Cricut Easy Press now, because when I first got started, what I had was the Cricut Easy Press. The Cricut Easy Press is going to give you nice solid heat. It's going to heat up fast. It's going to give you I mean, it's portable, so I don't have to have a designated space for it. I can use it and then put it in the closet. I don't have to have like, oh, I have to have it set up on this table because it's so big and heavy. I can move it around as much as I need to. It's going to go all the way up, to 400, to degrees. It's going to do everything I needed to do. It has a timer. It has a nice, even hot plate, but really a Cricut Easy Press is an iron. It's essentially an iron. Let me get the one I have and let's talk about it. Okay, so here's the Easy Press. And I'm going to just tell you, when I first got this, you guys, I was so excited about this thing. I was like, oh my God, you can't tell me nothing. I'm about to open a business because I got me a little heat press. You could not tell me anything. This is a 9x9. But remember what I said, me and all of my friends, we start at medium and we go up. So if my design was 10 inches, I was already having to do a double press or move it, right? Because here, this is 9x9. And even this design on my shirt right now, it's not going to cover the whole design. It's still going to be some stuck out. See that? Okay. And not only that, with the Easy Press, let me see how I can say this in a nice way. I just think a name change is in order. It doesn't have to be called an Easy Press. It could just be called a Cricut Hot Iron or a Cricut Big Iron or something else, because Easy Press is a stretch. It's a stretch. Okay, it's not. That's just is. Okay. Now I love Cricut machines. Easy Press is a stretch. It's not easy because most of the time you gotta really press. You really have to put your back. You can do it. Put your back into it. That is that. Okay. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that Easy Press. Okay. Let me see if Milo will stay right here. Got a little hook on the table. See if he'll stay right here. Stay right there. Okay. I'm just telling you. This was, where I started. And this was, I think when I got this, it was $99. He's not going to stay. Come on, sit down. Sit. 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 When I got this, it was $99 and I was very excited about it. It did what I needed it to do, because the first time I actually pressed glitter vinyl, I was using a household iron and it was just a disaster. I just want you to know that, okay? So this, if you are thinking, well, I'll just get one of these until I can afford a bigger heat press, I personally don't recommend that, because what does my sign say? Strive for progress, not perfection. I would not recommend getting this until you can get a bigger press, because the money that you're going to spend on this, you can use that, you can save that money to go towards a bigger press. That's my recommendation. Okay. But of course, in everything, you're going to do what you feel is best, but that is my recommendation. Okay. So I don't recommend, but I mean, you got to do what you think is best. Now, this next one that I'm getting ready to talk about. So now that one is a 9x9 and it's $119, and it's not a swing away or a clamshell. It's really just an iron. It's really an iron. Okay. So that's what I have written down over here. Okay. That's been bugging you, Martin. Okay. All right. So the next one I want to talk about is actually not linked below the video. And I'm just going to tell you the truth about why. As a content creator, I work with a lot of companies. And one thing that I would think that, well, I would hope that companies know about me is that my opinion is mine. They can't buy it. There's not enough heat presses in the world, or not even enough money in the world to make me say what they want me to say. So what they have to know is that if they send me something, I am going to give my honest opinion about it, no matter what. If it's good or bad, I will give them the courtesy. At any company, I will give them the courtesy of letting them know in advance what time the video is going to come out, but I will not ask for permission to release a video. These companies didn't create me and they don't own me. So my opinion belongs to me, and they have to know that. And if that means that we don't have a relationship because I told the truth, then we didn't have a relationship in the beginning. I mean, think about that with friends. If I can't tell you the truth, then we're not really friends anyway. So I just feel that I have to be true to myself no matter what. And if that means the company doesn't want to work with me because I told the truth about their product, then I'm okay with that. Okay? Because I can really, honestly, I can purchase my own stuff if that's something I want to purchase. So let's talk about this next one, and I'll tell you why it's not linked below the video. Let me pull up that other camera. All right, so let me make that bigger. See this heat press right here? This green one that's right next to the Cricut. See that one? It's this one right here. The one that I'm touching. Okay. So that heat press right there is a PYD Life heat press. And if you've been on this journey with me for any length of time, then you know I have done a lot of tutorials with PYD Life stuff. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have either 9 or 10 PYD Life tumbler presses, and I have 2 ovens, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 or 8 tumbler presses. I love PYD Life. I love their tumblers. I love, like, their tumblers are I don't even want to say BOMB because I don't want YouTube to give me any drama. I don't need drama. But I love their products. I really do. I love their products. Like, genuinely love. So when that heat press came out, the PYD Life is a clamshell, which I love PYD Life. Like, I love clamshell heat presses. But that heat press right there is a 12x9. And when it first came out, they asked could they send me one, and I was like, sure, I'll give my opinion about it. So when I did the tutorial, and I won't link the tutorial below, but you can go find it. It's on my channel. I did not take the video down, and I'm never going to take the video down because it's true. I did a review of that heat press, and honestly, I'm just going to tell you, I had a hard time going to sleep. I had a hard time going to sleep that night. And when I got in the bed, I told my husband, I was like, I feel so bad about this because during the time that I was filming the tutorial for that heat press, it got stuck closed. And I was screaming at the top of my lungs for Peter to come up here and open it because I could not get it open. And even though I had turned it off and I unplugged it, it still scared me because the towel that I had pressed was still under the platen and it was already heated up to 400 degrees. It scared me. I'm not even going to lie. It scared me. And all I kept thinking about was I had somebody I could call. Not everybody has someone they could call that would have been able to help them. And I felt like I had to do the right thing and say, this has to be adjusted before you can use it. So I did tell PYD Life, hey, I used the heat press, and the video is coming out at whatever time. Let's just say it was 6 o'clock. I emailed them. I said, here's a link to the video that's being released at 6 o'clock. So they watched the video and they were like, oh my goodness, like, let us send you another one. You can send me another one, but that video is still coming out because it's the truth. And if this means we don't have a relationship, we never had one in the beginning. So they sent me another one, and it was a little bit better, but only because I knew, like, I feel like I knew what to look for. And I still had like a hard time working with it, but Peter and I knew what to adjust. So PYD Life did put a disclaimer on the heat press that you needed to make adjustments to the heat press before using it. And I think they even started including tools with the packaging of that heat press. I think that they were, I still love working with them. I actually have a tutorial that's coming out this week because I have another one of their tumbler presses that it just came out. I still love them and I've still worked with them since that time. But I think what they know about me now and what other companies know is that if you send me something, I'm going to tell the truth about it. And I'm not going to ask you if it's okay. And I don't care if you send me 10 of them. Do you want me to do it live? That's the only other option. Do you want me to record the video or you want me to do it live? That's it. So I cannot recommend that one, but you're welcome to take a look at it for yourself. Okay, so there's that. That one is a 12 by 9. It is wide enough. Mine has been adjusted because Peter, my husband, did adjust the knob that's here at the top. And what he was saying is that this bolt, I don't know if you can see it, but this bolt right here needed to be adjusted in order to make it, easy to open. It's not plugged in right now. But he did, like I said, he made adjustments. And I'm almost positive that now when you buy this one, it comes with the tools to make the adjustments before you even, plug it in to use it. My only thing about that is that I don't want to have to make adjustments before I use something. I want to be able to use it right out the box. So there's that. It's a clamshell, so it's going to save space. Clamshells save space because they just open, just like this. You're not having to swing it out. But you can make your own decision about that. Okay. So, all right, let's go back here. All right. So that one is $151. It's a PYD Life. It's a clamshell. Okay. Now let's talk about this one, the Vevor. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Vevor. 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 I don't know how to say it right, but let's look at this one. I'm going to have to turn my camera a little bit so you can see it. But this was my first big heat press. And then, now you really couldn't tell me nothing when I got this, baby. Maybe I can just scoot it over a little bit. Let me see if I can just scoot it over. Now, this one is $199, and it does come with, It comes with all the attachments, like the hat press and the plate press and the mug press. And just to be honest, I never used any of that stuff. I haven't. Like, it's still wrapped up. Let me see if I can scoot it over. This thing is heavy. Probably scratching up my table. See how big this is? Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Y'all can see it good enough. Can you see it? Let me see if I can move the camera down just a little bit. Now, one thing I love about this is the size. I do love the size of this because the plate is 15 by 15. See that? This plate, let me start to turn it so you can see it better. It's 15 by 15. Remember I said that's the ideal size. So I do love that. Honestly, I loved a lot about this heat press. I wasn't in a rush to get a new one. The only reason why I stopped using this one, and the only reason that I feel like I kind of had problems with it is because, one, it's a swing away. So with a swing away, you got to be able to have space to swing it away. So like, let's just say I'm making a shirt and my shirt is right. I'm making the shirt, I'm putting the vinyl on it right here. And I want to be able to, walk away for a minute. I can't, because if it's, swung away, well, I'm not in a good position to show you, but all of the heat that's coming from this heat press, it's going right here to my table. So I either have to keep it like this until I'm ready to press whatever, or have a different spot to prepare my shirts. And that became a problem because for me, let me move this over a little bit. And this is heavy too. For me, I was typically crafting over here, right? And so this heat press right here used to be right where this one is. And so I would be making my shirts, preparing my shirts right here. And when that top platen was like swung out, I didn't have anywhere else to put the shirt. So I would either have to put it on the platen, which I didn't feel good about doing that. But once it's swung out, everything that's over here is being heated up. And that was a problem for me. Other than that, I liked it. I did feel like it was very, very hot. I felt like it was very, very hot. Like, even though the temperature said like 400, I really felt like sometimes it was like 500. I was like, are you sure? You are doing too much. Because I did not set it for 1,000. But I didn't have a way to check. I just felt like it was always hotter than it really was supposed to be. I felt that way. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just saying what I felt in my heart, because it was just always super hot. Okay. Just want you to know that you have an easy. You do, Penny Smith. That's so good. That's great. I think this one is a Vevor, Vevor. Yeah. So I just felt like it was always hotter. And I never took the time to check it. But I do think that the heating element was off. Now that one came with, let me show you. It came with all of this. Oh, wait, this. Hold on, let me show you. So it came with like all of this stuff. Because it's like you see it's still in the plastic, like I never used it. And but wait, there's more. It came with like 8 attachments. So like you could do hats and tumblers and It came with a lot of stuff, and I haven't used that stuff. Yours is losing heat? Really? Do you understand me, Gina? Yes. It has music. Yours is fancy. Yeah. The bear. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was just I needed space, and so a swing away. What you need to know about having a swing away heat press is that you need space. Like if you are going to be, you know, having it, I would personally suggest having it on a separate table all by itself, and then using a different space to prepare your designs. Okay, that's yeah. I never even tried. Okay, but this one is $199, so it's like $40 more than the PYD Life. You haven't used the attachments either, Lanita? So this is I think this is for a hat. So you got to take it and then hook it to this some kind, like I never even looked at it. I don't even know where the manual is. Okay, so that's what you need to know about a swing away heat press. All right. Now, there is a swing away heat press that I actually love, and I do think it's a reasonable size, even though it's not a 15 by 15. And that is the StarCraft one. Let me bring that one back up. So let's go over there. So this one right here, this StarCraft right here. So you see how easy it swings out? This one is actually very good. It also comes with 8 attachments. It comes with a hat press, plate press, mug press, tumbler press, and I have used those. I only tried the hat one time, and I wasn't successful at it. So I don't ever. I think I put the hat in the trash. It was bad. But the way you just switch it out, you just attach the different attachments right here, and it's easy enough to use. I love the fact that you can swing it all the way around. It's very, very, very lightweight and portable. This one is very heavy. Very lightweight and portable. I love this. It's very lightweight. And I didn't feel like I had a risk of this tipping over because it's lightweight. Now this says that you're not supposed to touch it up here because the surface gets hot, but I haven't experienced that. It kind of felt warm. I didn't feel like it was ever hot, but there's also handles right here. It heats up fast. You can save the settings. It's digital. I love this one. Now it's out of stock. This one came from 143 Vinyl, and this one is much, much more expensive than this one. That one, the StarCraft one, is $449. Okay, so it costs a little more than the. Let me switch this. It costs more than the one I just showed you. This, but it's so lightweight and portable. And like I said, even though it's not 15 by 15, it's 12 by 15. But what I also want you to know about that it's 12 by 15. And I'm not throwing shade when I say this. The Cricut Auto Press is also 12 by 15. Let that sink in. The Cricut Auto Press is the same exact size as that as this. This is 12 by 15. And it has the exact same heat plate size as the Cricut auto press. And when they say 12 by 15, I really want you to envision that 12 by 15. So you take, your ruler, you go up. Look, it's right at 11 and a half. It's not even 12. And then this is, let's see, by 15. I think it's $800 now, but when it first came out, it was over 1,000. But still, $1,000 for 12 by 15. I'm sorry, I don't know. I mean, it's not for me, but that means it's not for everyone. So no shade, if because people buy it for convenience because you can, just press the button and it'll close and all that stuff. And I think that's great. Okay, let me move this. Any questions so far about anything I've shared? Let me move this out of the way. $6.99. Oh, they coming on down, Kawanda. They coming on down. Let me move this a little bit over so we can kind of keep talking. Any questions so far? This is heavy too. Ooh, I messed up my table with this. You do, Judy? That's good. Okay. Cheapest you saw was $4.99. $4.99 for what? 12 by 9. Now y'all gonna have a hard time seeing this unless I move the camera over. Do you want me to move the camera over so I can get closer to this? You saw the Cricut Auto Press for $4.99? I've never seen that. I think the cheapest I saw was $7.99. Y'all want me to move the camera over and get closer to that so we can talk about it? Yes? No? Okay, no, that's fine. Okay. Well, let me just scoot back and tell you about it. Now, let me tell you, some people are saying yes. Let me just move it, y'all, just to be on the safe side, okay? So, let me tell you about this heat press. Now, this heat press is out of stock, and it's been out of stock for a very long time. But let me tell you, even though I used to use this one a lot, I think I stopped using it because I got the 16 by 24 and it's just more convenient. There are things I love about it, but there are some things that I don't love. And I want to tell you, Milo, you looking really cute. You looking super cute. Yes, you are. Let's see. Okay. All right, so this is the StarCraft clamshell. It's a StarCraft. It's a clamshell. It's good because it's, I have all this space. It's a 15 by 15, so that means, the size of the platen or the heat plate is 15 by 15, so that's that ideal size. I think it's great. I love that. I have good even pressure right here. I can, put my shirt on and not be worried about, like, oh, it's not big, it's too small to press my shirt. I got to move the shirt. That was all fine. The only downside, number one, is out of stock. It's been out of stock for a long time. I haven't found it anywhere. But the other downside to this is that this does not pull out. So this bottom plate is stationary. It does not move at all. So it's where it is. And when I first got this heat press, it was actually on the table. And yeah, I wish it had a drawer too, LaShonda. It was actually on the table. So when I would put my shirt on the heat press and get ready to press it, and I was trying to make sure it was straight, I would have to like put my head in there to see, if it was straight, and I didn't like that. So my husband actually built, and I've shown y'all this before. For some of you, if it's your first time seeing me, you haven't seen this, but he actually built this makeshift stand out of a wooden crate. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. Carol, right here. Okay. Y'all understand what I'm saying about this wooden crate, or you need me to explain it? This crate down here. Yes. No. You have, LaShonda, I know you have. Your husband hooked you up. Okay. So if you have a table that's high enough, then this won't be an issue. He made the crate that refuses. Yes, that's exactly right. So yes, if you get a heat press that doesn't have a drawer that pulls out, my opinion, you need something that's up higher so you're not having to worry about it. And that's pretty much what he did for me. Okay. Oh, Kristen, I hope so. All right, let's talk about, so this one, when it is in stock, it was $4.69. So it's a little bit, yes, not having the drawer is a definite disadvantage. All right. So now let's talk about the HTV Ront. This one is very popular. This one though was $4.69. Let me move over so we can. Okay, we can see me. Hey, okay. So let's talk about this one. This is the HTV Ront. It's also 15 by 15. It's also a space saver. And in terms of money, you really can't go wrong with this because it's $200, right? It's $200. So here's my sheet. Y'all can see it up close, right? We do love Peter. Okay, so there's the StarCraft clamshell. It's $4.69. It's a 15 by 15. And then the HTV Ront. Right now, I think I saw it for $236 on Amazon, but you might be able to find it cheaper if you go to the HTV Ront website. But this one is a 15 by 15. The benefit of it is the price. The benefit of it is the size of the heat plate. The benefit of it is that it's an auto press, so you can, have that auto up and down. When it's flashing like that, that means the power is off. I think it has gotten good reviews. The only downside to this, to me, well, two downsides. One is the pressure, because when you want to press puff vinyl, it is hard to get a good puff. Most of the time you get that brainy look with the puff. And I know I'm not looking in the right place. I think I'm supposed to be looking right here, but mirror your eyes, but you get it. You get that brainy look unless you add more pressure in some kind of way. So that's an issue. And then it only goes up to 99 seconds. I think it's 99 seconds. And I learned that when I wanted to sublimate glass ornaments, and that was a problem. So the little mat is dirty, but that is a problem. So yeah, 99 seconds. So when you want to press something that takes longer than that, like ceramic or glass, you have to press it and then press it again and then press it again. And then you run the risk of ghosting, because every time it lifts up, then your item is going to move. All right. Yeah, you can add a pillow, but that's still something you have to add to it. It's not automatic. So all of them have a downside, I guess, in some way. Okay. Get the puff. So yeah, I was able to do a hoodie just by turning the hoodie sideways, but I tried multiple puff presses and I was not getting a good puff. And something else I found out about this press, and I don't know if y'all have experienced it, but I'll have to tell you what I ended up having to do. So a lot of times, let's just sit and chit chat. I'm in a good spot. One thing I did notice about this heat press is that when I was recording, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking. When I was recording, my lights would start to flicker in my craft room when I turned, and I didn't understand it. I didn't even connect the fact that the lights were flickering when this was on. I wasn't able to connect that. And then one day I was, when this is not on, the lights are not flickering. And it's because this takes up a lot of volts. Have y'all noticed that? So y'all have experienced that too? So what I ended up doing was we paid to have an electrician come in and add in a dedicated circuit so that that new heat press, the 16 by 20, would be on a circuit all on its own, and I wouldn't have a problem with the lights. And since I've done that, I haven't had that problem anymore. Yep. So if you start to notice that your lights are flickering, this pulls a lot of power. Okay, so if you're wondering that, like, I wonder if that happens to anybody else, is this. That's what we had to do. We had to do that. Oh, yep. So Carrie, if you're having that when you have this powered on, it's because you need to have a dedicated circuit for that. That's what I did. That's what we did. So now, how many watts? That's what I was wondering. The electrician told me when he looked at it, because not just this, but also the PYD Life oven. The PYD Life ovens also do that. When I power those on, my lights flicker. To me, it was, Karen, but I don't know. It was. Karen asked, was it expensive to add the dedicated? I don't really know. I think it was expensive, but I don't know. Because the electricians can charge you what they want to charge, and I didn't 1,500 watts. Yes. Yes. Hey, Chiquita. So once we added the dedicated, I can show it to you, but it's behind that table. I can show you. It just looks like, let me turn the camera off and let me see if I can show it to you. That sounded so backwards. Let me turn the camera off and show it to you. I told y'all to find somebody more competent, but you won't listen. Let me see if I could show you what that looks like. Yours costs $250. Eve, we're not doing any shenanigans over here. Let me see. You don't see that? Let's see. See down here. Right down. I don't know what y'all down there. Can y'all let me move that comment? Okay. See that? So we had this added down there. This one was already here. And that's really where I used to have everything plugged in. And then we had it the 2 additional whatever circuits added in. Yeah, check with your electrician brother. 220. Yeah. I'm moving the camera back over. We'll talk about this 16 by 20 for a minute. Okay, we're back. And we're back. All right. So we talked about the StarCraft. I told you my, downside to it is that it doesn't have the drawer that pulls out. We talked about the HTV Ron. Somebody said HTV Ron is coming out with a new one, but with that one, it's good. The price point is good. No problems with that. The problem is that 99-second pressing time. That's a problem. But it might not be a problem to you if you're only making shirts. If you're not sublimating on glass or ceramic, you are good. Okay. All right. So now this heat press. Remember when I said get the biggest one you can afford? When I first started, I know I wouldn't have been able to afford this. I'm not even gonna lie. This one cost, let me just tell you, this one cost $900. And I got this from Heat Transfer Warehouse. It is a 16 by 20. It is an auto open. It is very, very, very heavy. It's on a dedicated circuit. So, I mean, I don't think I need a bigger heat press than this. I have a dedicated table for this. This table can hold up to 400 pounds. One thing I did notice about this table, because I realized when I was sharing the link, that once you would get to Amazon to look for this table, you would still have to customize the table, because the way that this table works, you can get it with, two shelves at the bottom. You can get it wider, you can get it taller, but there's not like a specific link to share for this exact table. Okay. I can only show you like a screenshot of the exact one that I have, but this table was $129. Okay, Apple. This table was $129 from Amazon. Okay, $129 from Amazon. Okay. And like I said, it holds 500 pounds. Now, this is not 500 pounds. This is closer to 200 pounds. But the reason why I felt like I needed a heavy duty table, and I did a lot of research on tables, because this is so heavy. And when I first had it, I had it just like on this stand over closer to my window. But when it opens, like, let me power it on so you can see, you'll see how hard the force is when it does pull open. I needed something that was going to be sturdy enough to stand up to the force from this. Yeah, I love it too, Judy. 16 by 20. So, if $900 is not in your budget, you don't have to have an auto open, because Heat Transfer Warehouse has heat presses like this that are not auto open, that still have a drawer that pull out. So I love the fact that this drawer pulls out. I love the fact that it's auto open. I love the fact that it's 16 by 20. I love the fact that it's heavy duty. I love all of those things. But I would suggest, if you are going big, make sure you have enough space for a dedicated table, and make sure the table is heavy duty. Not just, I wouldn't trust this heat press on that table, because of when it pulls back. So let me just set it for like 5 seconds so you can watch it open. I'll set it for 3 seconds. So I'm gonna close it. Of course, it didn't do it hard because you're watching. Let me increase the pressure. It's still on light pressure because there's nothing under there. I lied. I just made that up. I lied. You don't need a lot of pressure. You don't need a heavy duty table. Milo, did I make that up? Let me put something on it. Let me put something on it. Hold on. I made that up. I just made that up because I tell lies. Let's just put a hoodie right here. Oh, I also love the fact about this that I can thread the hoodie through it if I need to. Let me show you what I mean by that. Or the shirt or the whatever, right? I can put it all the way across like that. I don't have to just put it on top. You see what I'm saying? I love that. Let's see if it'll give me pressure. No, it's still not. I still got it on too light. Can y'all see Milo? I just lied. I just made that up. You've seen it? Okay. Well, I can tell. Maybe because it's not hot enough too, because it's only on 70, 90, 90 degrees. Let me see. But maybe I just made that up. Did I just make that up? Might not. You can put your head in the heat press? No. You need your head so you can eat your treats? Okay. Let me just try one more time. Let's see. Now I don't know, y'all. I just lied. I just lied. I'm making too much pressure. Not enough. I just lied. You've seen it. Okay. I don't know. Living on space, so you put your heat press on two wooden plant stands with wheels, zip tie them together, and it rolls on your desk. Probably roll that roll. Oh wow. Okay. Mine goes 99 seconds. Maybe that's updated. But maybe they update if you have 99. It's very long. Somebody has a HTV rod that goes longer than 99 seconds? Oh. Yours died, Eve? Amazon as well. Okay. I don't know why it's not. Maybe because it's not hot enough. I don't know. All right. So that one is 16 by 20. I don't recommend a 16 by 20 because honestly, I don't need a 16 by 20 every day. Most of the time I'm making shirts and I know I said me and my friends are medium and up. We're not that up that I need a 16 by 20. But I definitely suggest checking out Heat Transfer Warehouse because they do have some for $5.99 and they have the drawer that pulls out. The one I saw that was on sale was purple, and it's the only color it came in. I was like, okay, well, it's purple. Well, some people, don't love purple like that, but that was the one I saw that was on sale that I thought was reasonable and a good size. Yeah, we're not that up. Reasonably priced and a good size, and it had the pull-out drawer because I feel like for over $500, anything over $500, the drawer, there should be a pull-out drawer, if not automatic, and it should be a nice size platen. So you shouldn't be paying a lot of money for a small pressing surface and not a lot of bells and whistles. Not just the bells, but I'm talking about the bells and the whistles. Okay. On Heat Transfer Warehouse website, Eve, it's linked below. I think it was $5.99. I want to say it was $5.99. Yours goes to $1.99. John, I'm gonna try it. Mine only goes to 99. You must have a new one. Fancier Studio. I don't have one of those. Yeah, mine only goes to 99. I'll move the camera back over to the front. Now, I have seen people be able to get good puff with the HTV rod. They were doing some kind of magic or something because, I haven't been able to do that. And I tried multiple presses of puff and I was never to do right. But good on you if you were able to get it because I haven't. let's go back and do this. Okay. 20 is what the heat press should be on. Favorite color purple. Is your auto press one too? And change it first December. Oh, well then you have a new one. Oh my gosh, Claudette. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. What does it do? How many heat presses can I buy for $1,900? And press it too. And come up with the design. The heat press, like, I made another design for you, Delonda, and I already put it in your Etsy shop. Oh, okay, well, good, Claudette. As long as you love it, Claudette, that's great. That's so good, Claudette. Fancier studio. What size is the fancier studio? So y'all, like I said, my biggest piece of advice is get the biggest one you can afford. Like you don't want to start small and then have to keep going bigger. Like as if I already had this one, I wouldn't have needed that one or this one or the other ones, right? And if I would have, even if I just would have started with this, or if I would have started with this, I wouldn't have needed any of those other smaller ones. I wouldn't have needed those. So 15 by 15 is really the ideal starting size. I really feel that way. But of course, that's my opinion. A 16 by 20 or a 16 by 24 is actually like a luxury, right? So you don't have to have that, especially if you're not in business. Like if you're not going to be making garden flags all the time, or if you're not making anything that you need to be pressing bigger, it's really just a luxury. It's not something that you have to have, especially if you're just a hobby crafter. Oh, that's good, Jean. That sounds good. Does anyone have that? Fancier Studio 15 by 15 clamshell, and the lower plate slides out for $189. Bye, Tara. The purple press, I want to say it's 15 by 15. Let's look at it. I want to say it is 15 by 15. So let's go to that website. Yours does, Eve? Baby, I got the first one. I got it before it when it was still in when you had to do the bidding or whatever. Like it was still in the early stage. Let me see. Let's go to Heat Transfer Warehouse. Let's see what y'all can see. So go here. When I look at the purple one, if you go to Heat Transfer Warehouse and go to Equipment, and then go down to 15 by 15. See this one? It's $549. And the drawer slides out. I thought that was I feel like that was a good deal. And if I go back to 15 by 15, $549. This one was, what was this one? Does this one slide out? I can't tell if this one slides out. Manual. See, this one didn't say that it does. They come in different colors. I don't know about that one, but let me go back. That orange one, I think it's out of stock. Yeah. See, this one is out of stock. But it's a 16 by 20, $5.99. And it's the drawer pulls out. But it's out of stock. And I think that was it in terms of their, what was this one? I think when I looked at these, the purple one was the only one that was like, okay, $5.49. It wasn't bad. So this one is $7.99. 16 by 20 auto open. Oh, I think that's the one I have. This is the one I have, but mine is it's just orange. I mean silver. That's the one I have right there. Oh, it's $800, yeah. And the box did come beat up. That's they didn't lie about that. This one, I think this one was this out of stock? Yeah, this one is out of stock. I think this is the one I have. Because mine is the V2. I think that's the one I have. Yeah. Yeah. 16 by 24. Yeah. So y'all pay attention to, does the drawer pull out? That's a big deal. To me, it's a big deal. Like, you want that. And then the size of the heat plate. Okay. Kick. Oh, wait. Drop kick. What? Hey, Mary Brown. I thought you were already here, but that might have been the other Mary Brown. All right. FedEx. Okay, so hopefully I helped you in some way. I mean, in some way, to make a decision about what heat press, what to look for. You're looking for the platen size. You're paying attention to your budget, that pull-out drawer. Because when I got that one, I think I even called 143 Vinyl. I was like, the drawer doesn't come out. There's like there is no drawer. I was so devastated. I ain't even gonna lie, I was devastated. Okay, I was devastated. But when I first got that one, it was $349, and then it started going up in price. Do I suggest? I don't think that's necessary. I don't think auto open is necessary. I think the drawer is necessary. The drawer is necessary. That pull out is necessary. I think if it's like, I don't know why I couldn't get the thing to do the thing, but because I want you to see it. That's why. Having that pull out drawer is necessary. You know, one of the downsides that people say about this is that there's not enough space here when you want to press something. So even trying to put a hoodie on here, you got to turn the hoodie to the side in order to press it with the HTV run. And look, they said it's 199 seconds, and mine only goes up to 99 seconds because I got the first batch. I need the second batch. They need to up batch me. Okay. So those are the things you look for. Pay attention to the price. Don't go outside of your budget. Don't feel like you have to keep up with anybody because you don't know what they're going through to make that purchase, right? They might be trying to impress you while you're trying to impress them, and both of y'all money going down the drain. Okay. So there's that. And you don't need a 16 by 24 if you don't see yourself pressing anything but shirts. Like, if you always pressing shirts, do you need a 16 by 24? They do need to up batch me. Well, there's really no such thing as a vinyl press, but that's a good question. So any of these heat presses can be used for sublimation, and any of these heat presses can be used for vinyl. Okay. eBay, with anything, Shantae, I always say pay attention to the reviews. I always say pay attention to the reviews, and not just the number of reviews, but what do the reviews say? So like when I'm looking at Amazon reviews, if it just says good, what does that mean? That is good. What what does that mean? And who is doing the reviews? Like if it's just reviews with initials like TJ or DJ or LT, like who are these people? Because sometimes these companies can get bots to write their reviews to make them look good, right? So if they have 1,000 reviews and all the reviews are 5-star reviews and they just say stuff like good or great or something like that, it doesn't really tell you about it. You don't see the thing in action. I don't really, I pay attention to that kind of stuff. Oh, see, they'll sometimes, so like sublimation is a keyword, Michaela. So a lot of times companies will put sublimation in their description because they know people are looking for sublimation, like it's a hot topic, right? Now, in my opinion, out of all of these presses, that I just showed you, my personal preference for doing like DTF transfers is this. If I'm pressing a DTF transfer, I like to use this heat press right here because when I take the press from the DTF printer and I've already poured that powder and I'm waiting for the powder to cure, I can just put the, like let's just pretend like this is the transfer. I can put it right here. I can have this already powered on. I can close this and I can be letting it sit right there under the heat while it's, so it can be heating up. I really prefer this one for my DTF. I use this for DTF all the time. Okay, that's me. Okay. Viola Floyd's birthday is tomorrow. That's love right there. Thank you, Dimps. Do you? Mm-mm. No, I don't. So they'll put that in there just to get you to look. It's DTF. What is DTF? I have a DTF transfer. DTF is direct to film, printing directly on the film instead of printing on like a sublimation paper. Let me find one. I had one I needed to press anyway, but I don't remember the instructions. What did I do with it? I had one from Atlanta Vinyl because I was gonna wear it tomorrow. I don't know where I put it. I like to get my DTF transfers from Atlanta Vinyl. I don't know where I put it. It is, y'all pray for me. Do y'all pray for me? Milo, do they pray for me? Do they pray for me? What did I do with it? It was so cute. Can I see it? I don't see it. I had a very cute DTF transfer that I ordered from Atlanta Vinyl that I was actually going to press. I'll find it once y'all are gone. My heat press will work right once y'all are gone. I have no idea. No clue. No clue. Sorry. Where's my DTF transfer? Where is my DTF transfer? Where is it, Miss Joy? It was literally right here because I was going to wear it tomorrow and I haven't pressed it. It just said, no, you hang up. I got it from Atlanta Vinyl. I know. No, I'm sorry, y'all. So anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope it helps you make a good decision. If you have any questions that I haven't answered about heat presses, please ask them. Which machine would I use just to iron? Oh, I'll probably use like the mini press. Just like the mini, like one of those little mini presses, because we don't have a household iron. Okay. All right. Now, where's my detail? I don't know where it is. I was gonna show you, but my logo. Let me see. I do have those because I keep those in a special spot. The brown cow has 7 spots. Thank you for saying that, Dimps. Dimps will always come through with the suggestions. Okay, look. So this is like a gang sheet of my logo, right? And I ordered this from Supercolor. And Supercolor's DTF transfers are a little bit different than other companies because their DTF is very thick. So I don't know if you can tell how thick that is on the back of there, but this is DTF film, right? Y'all didn't tell me it was ashy right here. Y'all didn't even tell me. Look at that. You should be ashamed of yourself. But their DTF transfers are very, very thick. Thank you, Miss Jazzy. Thank you for telling me. Baby, it's ashy neatly. They're very thick because they add something else to their transfers. So they have like special pressing instructions. This is considered as a gang sheet. And when they say gang sheet, they're like, well, what? We're not doing any noises. We're not doing any special noises. This is considered as a gang sheet. So they'll say like, what do you want to have printed? And then I can say, well, I want, I don't know, 3 copies of my logo or 4 copies of my logo or however many you could put on there at a time. And because I wanted them big enough to go on my mediums and up, they can only put 4 of them on at a time. You have the HTV mug press, but the new one offers more. 100 more to hit the... You need 100 people to hit the like button. Y'all hit that like button. If you found it helpful, hit the like button. Sometimes people watch from their TV and they can't like the video. And I guess I understand. But what I really need y'all to do is make sure you're still subscribed. So I found out yesterday from my Facebook group that a lot of people were unsubscribed and they did not unsubscribe. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel. That would be great. Okay. And even though I cannot find that DTF logo, hopefully we did accomplish the goal. You can like from your TV. Y'all got fancy stuff. You can. I didn't know that. Okay. Did I help in any way to help you make a decision about which heat press is right for you? Okay. Which heat press is right for you? Did we accomplish the goal? Thank you, Patrice D. Okay, thank you. Let me say my say about road rage and we're going to get on out of here. Patrice, you going live after this? Hey, Marlene. Patrice, you going live after this? And don't give me no eyes either. Now, I knew you were going to do that. I knew she was going to do that. I knew she was going to do that. Hey, Donna. All right, let me let y'all say bye to Milo, and then we're going to say my say. Thank you. Come on, say bye to the people. You want to say bye to the people? Because you said hi to the people. You got to say bye to the people. And you got to see this girlfriend. You got to see this girlfriend. Okay, good. Thank you. Come on. Thank you, Marta. So they don't have an excuse for not liking the video. You want to say bye to the people? We got to meet Baby Doll and see if those are new pictures from 2024. We don't want to see pictures from 2020. We don't want to see pictures from 2020. We want to see pictures from 2024. Right? Okay. Milo said he don't want to see no old pictures. Say bye to the people. You want a treat? Do you want a treat? Okay. You want to get a new treat? You get a treat. Is this super good? Super good? Okay, get down because I can't open the treats and hold you. Milo is too heavy. He is heavy. Oh, I do have a premiere tomorrow at 5 for Romeo Wednesday. Courtney Brickner, it was my secret Valentine. So I made a video of all the stuff I made for her. It's coming out tomorrow at 5. So y'all make sure y'all watch the premiere and y'all have a happy Valentine's Day. Okay. And we're going to see if Baby Doll is really cute. And then having a treat. This is super good. It's so super good. It's just so delicious and nutritious. It's so delicious and nutritious. Okay. All right, let me say what I say, y'all. So, according to what I saw on the news, there's supposed to be some kind of strike with those companies, Lyft and Uber and all of that. So, y'all, if y'all gonna be on the road driving, keep yourself safe. Don't engage in road rage. Do not engage in road rage. It's just not worth it. If you usually take Uber and Lyft and tomorrow just not going to be that day, stay home. It's okay. Okay. If you have a Valentine and y'all don't live together because y'all still trying to figure it out, call and be like, let's FaceTime. Okay. You don't need to be on the road mad. Just FaceTime. Or I don't know, however you do some kind of video chat. Okay, do that, okay? But no road rage. When you leave your house, your goal should be to get back to your house. It's just not worth it. People are going through things, especially if somebody is like, they might be grieving, they might, have a hard job, or they've gone through something, right? Because most of the time when people are going through stuff, they take it out when they get on the road. And you don't need to be a victim of that. Don't engage. Turn your music up. Keep your eyes on the road if you have to get on the road, okay? Because we just need you to make it right back home to your family and friends, the people who are important to you. You don't need to be arguing with somebody you don't even know. You don't even know them, right? You don't need to give them your time like that, okay? All right. I hope you have learned. I hope we accomplished the goal. I hope this is going to help you make a better decision about which heat press to buy, which heat press to possibly avoid. Make some better financial decisions about, not just buying anything just because, right? Okay. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Y'all got all the good ideas that I can muster up. And I need y'all to watch that premiere that's scheduled for tomorrow. Okay. All right. Now, if nobody has told you they love you today, I love you. And I'm so thankful that you joined me today. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.